had to get rid of him.
Skipper Wolf.
Got rid of him?
Skipper Wolf.
He did something bad, and we were forced to make him leave forever.
Jesus, what'd he do? A kid?
No, he tweeted some, inappropriate things.
Oh, you bunch of I'm getting back in my sleigh now.
No, wait, please!
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and a bit of an update. Now, earlier in the week, I covered a story about a Nintendo marketing representative and partner Twitch streamer who had tweeted out some pretty vile things and the immediate backlash that that person received. Now, there is a give and take on social media with hot takes, and I really would prefer that's where it stays. But unfortunately, it's current year, and that's not possible. It's just not happening anymore. People are going after everyone's livelihoods. We just had somebody's stepmom, I think an officer who was involved in something, their stepmom was fired. Why? Who knows? This is the pitchfork-wielding witch hunt, witch trials that we live in right now, and it's fueled by people's feelings of powerlessness. I talked about Sloane Wolf, but a brief recap a little bit. Skipper Wolf, a social media manager for Nintendo America and partner Twitch streamer, recently praised the Shake Shack restaurant chain after it was aligned that one of their locations had intentionally given bleach to officers. On the evening of June 15th, remember, so we know that not only do we know that story, but we also know that Shake Shack came out and said that there was no evidence of that. So as we continue to work with NYPD and fully understand Monday's evening's events, they have confirmed that there are no criminality involved in this matter, and then we are glad to hear that the officers involved are healthy. Maybe it was psychosomatic. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it was going, one of them felt a little rumbly in their tummy, and they were worried. And we just saw, what was it, just yesterday or the other day, the McDonald's officer who had a complete breakdown because, I don't know, she was worried about somebody putting something in her food at McDonald's. And everyone on Twitter laughed at her. And, a lot of people asking why I didn't cover it. I guess it's because I felt bad for her. I don't know where that woman is. She wasn't berating employees. Now, should she have recorded that video and uploaded it to the internet? Absolutely not. I'm sure that she would probably agree with that. But to deny that there are many good men and women behind the shield is absurd. And to deny that they are also stressed out and concerned about what people might do to them is also absurd. Of course they are. I don't believe in this. Even if the most strident feminist that I roast on this channel were to be crying on a video about being concerned, I don't know that I could take any joy in that. It just seems like people are just so awful nowadays. And this whole tweet from Sloane Wolf proved it. They did put out that the well-being, coincidentally, at the time of the events were unfolding in New York, former presidential candidate Andrew Yang sparked a casual and lighthearted Twitter debate, asking users for their thoughts on their opinion held by two young sons that Shake Shack is better than Five Guys. In response to Yang's question, Wolf praised Shake Shack explicitly because, quote, they poison cops. Here's the tweet. So it's been archived. It's all very real, and it's wrong. Wolf's response was brought to widespread attention after it was retweeted by former U.S. Representative and current Fox News contributor Jason Chaffetz, who called Wolf an absolutely disgusting human full of hate, division, and evil due to her advocating for and supporting the attempted deletion of anyone. This is, unfortunately, what Twitter does to people. If you spend too much time on Twitter, look, I need you all to follow me on Twitter at The Quartering, because that's how I find out the topics that you want to cover. But also consider maybe just popping on in the morning and popping off at night, and not to stay on it all day. It really is a net negative. It's a drain. Twitter amplifies some of the funniest or most wholesome clips in the world, but they also amplify some of the worst absolute garbage imaginable. Twitter itself seems bent on just just wallowing in anger-inducing content all day long, and it's just too much. You've got to step away from it every once in a while.
He poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague unto our houses. He did? No, but are we just gonna wait around until he does?
Now, since this, Wolf has deleted her Twitter account as well as her LinkedIn page. And as of writing this, neither Twitch nor Nintendo have issued any statement regarding Wolf's comments. If you try to go to her Twitter, obviously the Twitter, I don't know. I get to the point now where I've seen this so many times that what she said is awful. Okay, terrible. I would hope that she would just have apologized for it. The problem was she made her account private and then doubled down behind that, as I saw on the first day I covered this. But, ultimately, hey, there's a good video on it. You see, people are still mad. Is she still affiliated with Nintendo? If so, why? Nintendo America, fire Sloane Wolf now. Nintendo, your rep Sloane Skipper Wolf is condoning this, and this is just as of yesterday. This stuff doesn't end. Twitch, please drop Sloane Wolf. She did is beyond wrong and should be condemned. I don't support this. I hope that we can live in a world where we can cover people's mistakes or maybe their lowest moments, but not go to this level. I see it. I don't want these people to be fired. I don't like that. There's a lot of wrong with that because, look, people don't learn, first of all, from it. They are going to get mad. They're going to get angry, and they're going to be further entrenched in their ideas. You're not going to change any minds by mobbing somebody and getting them fired from their job. Are there times where I feel like, boy, this person probably shouldn't work there, or this person, it's probably a little too spicy for the pepper? Yeah, I do. But I also don't like the idea of people getting fired for their opinions. I don't think that's a safe world to live in, and I don't think that Twitter is exactly feeding the best in people. It's generally feeding the worst.
Dad, isn't this a little extreme?
Jesus. I guess maybe you'll never understand how important...
Opinion is.
Goodbye, son.
Yeah.
Now, I want to use the end of this video here on Saturday to remind people that, sponsors are fickle. And so I have, and I rarely promote until recently, a Subscribe Star, which is a free speech Patreon alternative. I'm not saying you have to back me today, but I'm saying if you have a favorite content creator and you're in the position to, it wouldn't be a bad idea to consider backing somebody today, because cancel culture is as toxic and sadly as effective as it's been in a very long time, and you just don't know when you're going to have the wrong hot take. I mean, do I believe she really believed those things? It's hard to know. I mean, her Twitter feed at the time was full of similar ideas and thoughts, but what is the penalty for a bad take? I mean, should it be the complete destruction of your life? Look at that college coach who basically the world wanted fired because he had a One America News t-shirt on in his off time while fishing. He didn't make any political comments. He didn't say, I support this network. He didn't say I support it. He just had the t-shirt on. For all we know, he borrowed the t-shirt and it wasn't even his own. But the world called for his job. I just don't think that is going to change any minds. In fact, it provided a ton of free advertisement for One America News. And just like banning things, when you live in the world where you ban everything that's perhaps controversial or perhaps an opinion you don't like, what you do is you drive those ideas underground. Where is Sloane now? I don't know. I hope that she hasn't been fired, because it wasn't from the company account. It was from her personal account. I hope that, she learns from this perhaps, but I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to her, even though what she said was vile. People wishing ill on her are doing the exact same thing. I think that it's a good moment to just recalibrate a little bit and understand that, negativity is what spreads and breeds faster than almost anything online. And people should be allowed, I suppose, to make mistakes, even if they are completely boneheaded. enjoy the backlash, Sloane Wolf, but I hope to see you back on Twitter and on Twitch someday soon, hopefully with a new perspective. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.